It's fine. I think you banging on the table is gonna...
What?
It's gonna destroy it. It's gonna destroy people's ears.
It's not. I'm gonna be like,
It's going up in the red there. I think that means it's...
That means that my beats are fire.
I don't know anything about audio, so I don't know what any of this is going to come out like, and I don't want to record this, and I don't know. I don't want to stop halfway through and then be like, this isn't good. Let's restart, because then I'm not going to have the energy to restart it, because I'm too lazy for that.
What's up, guys?
How's it going? This is That Damn Podcast.
Damn straight it is.
We are back. Dustin and Myles.
From Brooklyn, New York. I don't know what that was.
We're up here in, I think we're in Bushwick, right?
We're Bushwick, Bed-Stuy, man.
We're Bushwick babies.
On my roof, my rooftop, looking at the beautiful...
What was that?
Oh, I just spilled my beer. What?
You said, on my roof? Mm-hmm.
I didn't...
On my roof?
Didn't do that.
That's what that was.
This podcast is kind of weird now because I can literally see Myles for the first time since we've ever started doing this podcast. So this is the first time we're filming our podcast while we're right next to each other. So I can see his face.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. We haven't done this for a while. It's been a long time, guys. It's been over a month.
I know our viewers have been clamoring. My mom, she's like, when are you going to do the podcast again?
Yeah. My mom has asked me once.
Yeah? My friend Justin. Hey, shout out Justin Aarons. This is for you, man.
Yeah, this is just for you. I don't know who you are, but this podcast, this one's for you.
He's a cool dude, man. He's a cool dude. He's my boy. He was my boy. Well, this is beautiful. We have a nice little view over New York City.
Yeah, it's some nice weather.
It is pretty. It's been pretty nice.
The clouds are moving past us right now.
They are moving. That means the apocalypses are coming.
Yeah, we're all going to die pretty soon. Donald Trump is going to...
okay. Well, why'd you have to go there?
It's going to destroy us all.
Sometimes when you wake up and the clouds go, sometimes you just gotta light it up on fire, throw it off the wind. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I think Donald Trump would say to that.
Dustin and I are here. He's drinking a beer.
Yeah.
Stella. I'm drinking some Arizona tea.
Because he thinks he's healthy.
Like a boss. Arizona tea is not healthy. This is the most. This is just like sugar. This is, though it is 90 calories, but there's 3 servings in this one bottle. So I'm taking more than one serving.
Oh.
I'm almost finished with it too.
Hey, sometimes you gotta drink some Arizona tea, man.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I always drink Arizona tea. They should sponsor us. I don't know if Arizona tea sponsors people, but everyone should be drinking Arizona tea because it's only $1 and you can get it anywhere.
Anywhere?
It's only $1 and you can get it anywhere.
Can you get it at these bodegas?
You can get it at any freaking bodega ever. It's like the cheapest. Like, it's probably made terribly. It's probably just a whole bunch of corn syrup and sugar and artificial flavors, but
Why do you do that?
It's good stuff.
That doesn't mean you should burp in the middle of the podcast.
It's our commercial.
It's not. We don't got commercials.
We do have commercials.
We got none.
This is our commercial for Arizona tea. That's how you sell it to people.
We're doing it live.
If they hear a good burp,
then they turn off. They turn off the podcast.
Why'd you bring that can opener with you?
Because I had to open this beer.
Did you open it down there?
No, I opened it up here.
Oh.
Come on, man. I was like cheersing to being back on the podcast. Every week now, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully every week.
It's busy up in NYC, people.
Yeah, people, I've been busy. I have things to do. I'm a busy man. I'm very much needed in this world.
There you go. What have you been doing, Myles, since you moved out here? How long have you been here now?
I have been here a little bit over a month. I moved here on May 29th, I think. I'm pretty sure. Either May 29th or May 30th.
I think it's like May 29th. I'm pretty sure that's when it was.
May 29th, I came down here, staying with Dustin Sutliff.
Yeah, that you are.
And sleeping on a futon. It's been fine, though. I mean, I kind of enjoy the futon life a little bit.
You enjoy it?
No, not
I would
really.
hate
It's
it.
fine. I kind of wish I had my own room and a bed and a real blanket. I have a pillow. It's nice.
Well,
But, I wish I had some drawers and maybe something like a closet.
maybe you should look into that, buddy.
Yeah, I should probably look into that.
You should probably look into that.
This guy at work was telling me about he's going to be gone for a tour starting in October. I mean, and Dustin and I are trying to live together, but
We are living together.
Yeah, his lease doesn't end until November, right?
Yes, November. So we got to figure out what you're going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, ideal if I can break the lease, get us a nice place that I'm going to start looking at. Because the big battle, people, right now, so if anyone has any opinions, I am battling between Upper Manhattan and Astoria. But after the shit that happened today on the Upper Manhattan, did you hear about the train, the A trains and the 1 trains?
Well, I don't know. I didn't, but I think I was I had the repercussions of that because my train kept stopping for 15 minutes.
What train was that?
The M.
The M. Well, the M doesn't go on the west side.
Well, something was going
See,
it
I'm a
kept
New Yorker
stopping.
for life.
It kept stopping, and it was due to some incidents earlier today. We're having delays,
Someone
so I
jumped
think
in the
that
train.
was the cause. What happened?
No, but just sometimes. Like once I was on the Q train and someone jumped in front of the Q train or whatever, and then they had to stop or whatever.
You saw this happen?
No, I didn't see it happen.
Oh.
Like this just was passed down. But so on the west side of New York, for any of you guys who have not been in New York, the major trains that get you up from Upper Manhattan to Lower Manhattan, all that shit, is the A and the 1. And my friend Chris, he was at work with me and he goes, "Oh my God, Dustin, do you want to see what the trains look like this morning?" The station that he was at, I don't know if it was Upper Manhattan. You could not get through the turnstiles. It was clogged with people. And, you think, oh yeah, there's just a good amount of people. No. You've been in New York on these train stops and everything. People just packed on the sides where the trains show up. And the turnstiles coming in, you couldn't get into the turnstile. There were so many people packed. It was so clogged. It took him 3 hours to get to work. And, he's like, I have no other way to get, this, I don't know how to get to work and shit. So that made me not want to ever live in Upper Manhattan because the A and the 1 just sometimes are shitty.
They just have the A and the 1?
Fuck. Well, yeah, but those are the 2 major ones. So if you go up or up in Washington Heights and stuff, that's how you're gonna do it. I mean, you can always take a bus and stuff.
I'm fine with living here in Brooklyn.
They also have the D, or the B and the C and the D and stuff. But
I enjoy Brooklyn.
see, I'm kind of over Brooklyn.
I'd live maybe move a little bit closer to Manhattan, but staying in Brooklyn, so it's not it's an even easier commute. I mean, it's not that
Well, it looks
bad.
like Miles and I will not be living together because Mr. Dustin. I said Mr. Dustin again. God damn it. God fucking damn it. These goddamn kids. They get me.
Dustin's called Mr. Dustin at work by both
Yeah.
the mothers and the kids.
By both the mothers. And
He's
the kids.
popular with both
I'm very popular.
moms and children.
That's sometimes they talk to me. Hey, I can't help it.
But anyway, what were we talking about? We were talking about
Well,
trains.
you want to live in Brooklyn.
Oh yeah, I want to live in Brooklyn.
Why do you want to live in Brooklyn?
I like it here. It's
You
chill.
like it here? I don't like this area.
I think
I'm
it's
over
really
this.
chill. Why don't you like this area?
Because it's just no one ever wants to come to Brooklyn. So if you throw a party and you're like, oh, I'm in Brooklyn, then no one in Upper Manhattan wants to come. Astoria people don't want to come. Astoria, I think, is nicer. It's got a nice little familiar vibe to it, which is cool. I don't like living off the J train. And for anyone who doesn't know anything about trains, the J train is the redheaded stepchild of all the subway trains in New York City.
I think the J train is more reliable than the M.
Yeah, because the M that's the point.
The M,
is that we live by those ones. The only thing that is worse is the G train, which doesn't do shit because it doesn't get you into Manhattan. That's the most pointless train in all the New York subway systems. But the G, when you tell someone you live off the J, their first response is, That's literally every response I've ever gotten if I tell someone I live off the J.
Really?
Yeah, they go,
Because I mean,
what
it's
the fuck
been
is that?
the J has worked out for me. I don't like the M, but the J train has been
it doesn't take long to get to Upper Manhattan. It's like people think it takes forever. It takes me just as long to get to Upper Manhattan as it would anyone that lives up on 145th or any of that stuff. But I just kind of want to change it up. Maybe it's more of where I want to live somewhere different, but we'll figure it out.
I mean, I like Astoria, but the only thing with Astoria is that it's so... I feel like it's going to be much longer for me to get to work from Astoria than it would be from here.
Don't fuck with people. You're not going to have a job in a couple of months.
I'm not going to have a job in a couple months?
You're going to get fired.
People love me.
Do they?
Yeah.
You press the elevator button real good?
Yeah, I press the elevator
Up and down,
elevator
motherfucker, up
button.
and down.
Work that elevator good.
You work now. And no need to make it sexual. Didn't have to do that.
I didn't make it sexual. I just said I worked the elevator good.
Work that elevator good.
Yeah. Well,
Don't
we
get
didn't
that
tell anybody
elevator.
where I work, so
Don't
let's
get.
get into that. As
Where
you
do
know,
you work
people,
now, Miles?
as
And
you know,
how,
people-
hey, actually, real fast, tell everyone how you got one of your jobs in New York City.
We'll get into that. Let me start. Let me go
Okay,
in.
all right.
Let me
Why don't
get
you
into
tell the
this.
listeners what you've been all up to?
All right.
Living on my couch,
Well, people,
bothering me most of the time.
I was living in Florida, as you know, working at Florida Studio Theater, and at the last minute, like the last week I was there, I got a gig up here because I wasn't planning on moving up here that soon after my internship, but I got a gig up here doing a musical at a festival called the Planet Connections Theater Festivity, and the musical I was doing is called Occasion for Sin. And I booked that gig because of a stage manager I knew in Florida. And so I moved up here really quickly because I thought, why not? You know,
Come to the Big Apple.
not very many people get gigs in New York from outside of New York. So, and this is good enough reason to go. I've always wanted to be here, so good enough reason to go. Dustin's here.
Biggest reason I'm here.
Let me stay with him. So here I am, New York. Okay, I have an acting gig. It's not paying me anything, so I need a job.
They didn't pay you anything?
They paid me like $150 stipend.
That's not bad.
And
That's not anything. That's money.
It's money.
There's people
but
that
it's
do
like,
theater in this goddamn city for free. So.
I don't. Right now, like all people who are artists, like make sure people pay you for your art, unless like it's something you want to do it's something you really want to do and you'll do it for free. Go ahead, feel free. Like I think there's some things that I would do for free, but if it's anything else, make sure people are paying you for your art.
I'd play Usnavi again for free. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd do it again for free. I'd do it again. I'd do it all over again, people. All right. So
But
yeah,
anyway,
doing that festival.
Doing that festival, I need a job, so immediately I start looking for work. I find so the first. Well, I'll go in order of how I got these jobs.
Hope all of you guys are ready for this.
The first job I booked was a job at at the McKittrick Hotel, and
Sleep No More.
That's where Sleep No More is. Sleep No More is an immersive theatrical experience. It's loosely based off of Macbeth.
Yeah, I didn't get
it's
that
in the
when I
lower
saw it.
levels of the McKittrick Hotel. It's set in the 30s and has a noir type feel to it.
They wear
And what
white
you
masks.
you wear white masks, and the play happens around you, and you can explore the different areas of the hotel using air quotes, and you can follow characters around, or characters can take you somewhere, or you can just go off and explore by yourself and go into different rooms and touch things. It's really cool.
I did that shit so wrong when I saw it the first time.
How'd you do it wrong?
I literally, well, one that was the night we saw Hamilton.
Yeah.
When we first visited NYC.
You saw Hamilton and Sleep No More at the same time.
Yeah, so we saw Hamilton. So I'm on a high from that. Nothing I was going to see was going to top that at all. But I remember you made me late for my dinner date that night. So that whole time I was arguing. So then I go to do the Sleep No More. I'm getting bored, not understanding what this whole thing's about. So I would go from each, you know how they have their little sections and they're doing the scenes, right? Mm-hmm. I would just... You're supposed to go in an order, right? And
you don't have to go in. Just
But you're supposed to see the whole scene through.
You don't have to. No.
Okay. Well, I just kept
it
jumping around, and I would literally listen to somebody do something for a minute, and I go, fuck this, and I'd go to the next thing. And I kept jumping around, and then by the end of it, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't understand it, and then we left, and then everyone else starts talking about it after, like, oh, that was so cool. It was all about Macbeth. I had no idea that it had anything to do with Macbeth.
Well, I mean, you have to go in knowing it's based off of Macbeth.
Well, I missed that entire boat then.
If you know going in that it's based off of Macbeth, you can tell. You can't tell who every character is, but there's like, if you really know Macbeth, you could tell every character. But if you know like the basic outline of Macbeth, you can tell who Macbeth is. You can tell who Lady Macbeth is. I knew who Lady Macduff was. I knew who Banquo was. I
fudged that up. I didn't. Well,
it's good to know like it's based off of Macbeth going in.
It is very interesting. It's a very interesting theatrical.
When
experience.
I went, I freaking loved it. But anyway, that's beside the point. I'm working at the McKittrick Hotel, home of Sleep No More, the Rooftop Gallo Green, and the Club Car Restaurant. I work on the top floor, which includes the Club Car Restaurant and the Rooftop Gallo Green. I do
so professional
guest relations where I basically just stand there and tell people where to go. Because it is kind of confusing when you first enter.
Paid the big bucks.
Getting paid the big bucks.
To be
or I work
greeter.
The freight elevator. The freight elevator we use mainly for if the passenger elevator is getting really packed, we bring people down that way. Or I do cast takedown, where the whole cast comes in and I take them down to the ground floor.
I've ever heard in my life.
Then
so you ride an elevator basically the whole time.
Not every day. I mean, on Fridays I do the freight, and then that's the only time I ever.
So you're like a bellboy.
Bellhop.
You're like bellhop.
Yeah.
You just come in, you go, hey, you want to get in my elevator? And then you go.
I give them a speech.
What is your speech?
Drunk girls flirt with me.
Dude, don't stop. No, they don't. Don't try to make it sound cooler.
Yeah, they do.
Don't tell me that. Just because some drunk girl asks you which way is down doesn't mean she's flirting with you. It means she doesn't know what she's doing. Okay?
One called me the cute one.
one of them called me the cute one. Hey, that cute one. Ask the cute one which way's up and down. Okay, so you're flirting with drunk girls on the elevator.
So anyway, it's actually a pretty cool gig. I like it. I enjoy it. I like the people. It's long hours. I work till like 3 in the morning, but
fuck that.
It's actually not. It's not too bad once you start doing it. Anyway, second job I have. Okay, this is the story Dustin wants me to tell.
I just want everyone to know that how big of a bro I am, and how I got you a job within like a week and a half.
Dustin is one factor in the process of getting.
Dustin's a pretty big factor.
Dustin has a friend that he works with, who also works at another place that I now have a job at. She doesn't. She
doesn't work with me anymore. Oh. She's like full time at this grind place now.
Okay. Well, anyway, he used to work with her, and she works at this place called Grind. Grind is a co-working space.
Porno.
I know this is riveting. Grind is a co-working space.
They all grind each other.
It's not like It's not a meetup place for Grinder. It's not a place where people are grinding on each other.
Ooh, yeah.
It's not like it's not sexual. It's called Grind. I don't know, because you're grinding. You're working. You're grinding. Anyway, co-working space. People, businesses can rent out office space. So what I do. Oh wait, no. I have to go into how I. Okay, Dustin has a friend. He tells his friend about me, and he says, "My friend is looking for a job.
Can you hook him up?
Can you hook him up with his job here?"
Gets him an interview within like a minute, basically.
Yeah, because she says keep in mind, I don't know this girl, but she tells her employer or the people hiring me that we're really good friends, and so I go into this interview just because of a recommendation from one of Dustin's friends saying that we're really good friends. But I don't know this girl.
All lies.
And so I have to make up a lot of stuff.
Doesn't even know who this girl's name is.
But anyway, I get the job. All thanks to Dustin Sutliff.
Your boy.
For having friends. So,
it's a good thing, man. Make friends here. But yeah, no. Myles, he got the job on his own. But now he got 2 jobs within like a couple weeks. Now. Working hard.
Yeah.
Making
a little bit of money.
Making some money now in NYC. So that's good. That's all you can ask for, really. Did a show. Already closed the show. Success.
Yeah, what now? Just auditioning. Been going to auditions.
Those EPAs in the summer, man. It's pretty dead in the summer, though.
I've been getting into, I've always been, the last EPA I went to I was like 6th in line.
It's pretty good.
Oh, I've been to 3 of them. No, I've only been to 2.
I've been to 2 EPAs.
Yeah, I've been to 2 EPAs.
Have they typed you out yet? Like, have they typed out people?
No.
No? I did through some editions where I just got in because I got typed in. They're like, everyone else can go. I was like, thanks, that's cool.
We're looking for stupid-looking people.
That's basically how I get in.
Look at that.
Look at that dumbass over there. And I come up and I go, huh? They're like, yeah, you, come here. You don't know words, right? I'm like, no. And they're like, you got a monologue? And I go, yeah. They go, what's it from, sir? I go, Hamlet. They go, what? Do it. And I go, it's a beer. Oh, shit. Or not to be. That is the question. All right, that's enough, sir. You can leave now. We don't need your kind here. And by your kind, I mean dumb white people that don't know anything.
Yeah.
That's basically how my audition processes go. But I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud.
I'm proud of you.
You should be proud of me. I do a lot of big things.
You're doing big things in this world.
I'm doing big. You're doing big things, kid. Keep on keeping on.
Dustin's teaching, molding the young minds of the future.
I am, man. So I'm still working at Kids Club for now until I book, James Bond 800 till that comes up. But I closed Much Ado About Nothing, and then I took some time because I got offered a role in the festival that Myles was doing to play Donald Trump in a new work play about Donald Trump or whatever. Ended up turning it down because I had already booked my flight to go back home, and I went back home. I haven't been back to Nebraska in over 8 months, and just went back, saw my family for a good 2 weeks, took some time, went to Chicago, saw some friends, had some meetup with theater people up in Chicago, which was cool, about the play that I've been writing, which is cool.
You didn't tell me you were writing a play.
Yeah, you did. You just don't listen. I told you that. I showed you one of the scenes. That one?
Yeah. No, you didn't show me any. You
show
said
you
you were
any
writing something, and I was like, send it to me. And you never did.
Nah, I don't want Myles to read it yet. I have a couple things going down. One of my writer friends up in Chicago was like, "Hey, let me read some of it." So I let him read. Blah, I can't speak. Let him read some, and he was like, "This is pretty decent, Dustin." Gave me some pointers, which was really helpful because that's something I'm actually really focused on, so I can keep writing, which is nice. But yeah, then got back, just started working a bit, and then audition seasons are all done, and I think there's a little slow and stuff now. So kind of just experiencing summer in NYC, man, because it's crazy cool. It's awesome.
I haven't done much of anything, really. I haven't seen anything. I've never been to Central Park. I was thinking about going there tomorrow.
You should go there.
I'll post that on Facebook if anybody wants. I have the day off tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off. So I'm going to post on Facebook. Anybody want to go to Central Park?
Hey, if you listen to this podcast and you want to go to Central Park with Myles.
Yeah, if you want to go to Central Park with me.
We had a good, Milo and I, his first day here, I took him to a Memorial Day party, which was fun.
Yeah.
That was cool up in Astoria. Was that Memorial Day?
Oh, yeah. That was.
Yeah, we did that. Basically your first day here.
Yeah, that was pretty fun.
First day here, actually. You flew in and we went.
Flew in, partied. Look, people, I'm nonstop. I can fly in one day and party the same day, and then wake up the next day and go to rehearsal.
Yeah.
I can do a lot of things. Well, I'm a pretty flexible man.
Think so?
I can join the circus. Fit me in a little box.
Why are you?
I'm not claustrophobic.
You're not? If I put you in a box right now, you're not going to cry?
No. I kind of like being in confined spaces.
That's the mark of a serial killer, right there.
If I like being confined and small.
Yeah,
I think I would enjoy being serial killed.
That's creepy to say out loud.
Because if they would,
weird, actually.
If they would
don't
put me,
if
the serial killer put me in a small box.
Oh God!
I don't think I would mind.
You'd be like,
think about the way you want to die.
No, please
if
don't.
You choose the way.
Why does that have to get morbid?
I would like to die in a small box.
That's weird.
Is that weird?
Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, it's weird. No one says that shit. Ugh.
It's kind of scary. It's kind of like... Have you seen that movie Buried? Buried what?
With
With Ryan Reynolds. It's just called Buried. and he's buried alive. He's in a
What?
like he's buried alive in this box underground,
Does
and
he
it's
die?
just like he's just in this
Does he get
box.
out? Is it new?
No, it's a little old. It's probably
he
like
get out of it?
2011.
Does he die in the box?
It's kind of up in the air. It ends kind of
Actually,
like
don't tell me.
I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I want to watch it. That's kind of creepy, though.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Can you imagine that? That would suck.
Yeah, like that's so
God.
scary. Like to just be stuck in a box underground. It's like, If I had control of it, I'd be a vampire. I'd
What
love
the-
to sleep in a coffin.
What? Why? Why would you ever want
Doesn't
to do
that seem cool?
No,
To be like a vampire
about
and
that
sleeping
seems
in a
cool.
coffin? I would love to sleep in a coffin.
You love to lay in a coffin.
Yeah.
Why?
And close the coffin. I just
See,
feel nice
I would-
and safe.
I get freaked out if you tell me on stage to not move. As soon as you tell me not to move, I'm like, mother, God, I gotta move. I gotta move my arms. I gotta do something.
Kind of like it. Like, I think I find like comfort in like imagining just being in like sleeping in a coffin
What?
and the door being closed and just like it's nice and cozy.
All right, guys, my best friend is a vampire.
It's
Dracula 3002 here.
if I was anything, I'd like to be a vampire. Vampires live forever. Get to hang out. Women think you're sexy.
Have to kill them all the
You
time.
can drink their blood. They
Wow.
let you.
Guys, just want to say, didn't know this was taking that turn. If anything, I would want to be Superman.
I want to be
So I'm an
Spider-Man.
American boy. Spider-Man, that movie was fire. Miles and I saw our first movie together. Went on a little date. And saw Spider-Man Homecoming. If you haven't seen that movie, guys, that's probably the nerdiest thing about me. That
It's not
movie was
nerdy.
It's pretty nerdy.
No, superheroes are mainstream now. It's not nerdy to like
It's
superheroes.
so nerdy like superheroes. Well, Spider-Man's probably like my new favorite superhero. That movie was dope. Tom Holland, props to you, man. You should get an Oscar nom for that movie.
Probably not that far.
That far. That
Probably
that
should
far.
not get an Oscar. He's not going to get an Oscar nomination for Spider-Man
should.
Homecoming.
He should. He was perfect. Just like I should get an Oscar nom for my portrayal of Barry in Snakebite Chronicles. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, guys. It's pretty awesome.
A+.
A++++.
Man, how are you guys doing? You guys doing okay?
Y'all good? Y'all good? Love to hear from you guys.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
I always try to
Thanks
reach
for
out to
liking
you
our
people.
pages, guys.
Yeah, thank you for we're up to 50 likes on our page, even if we haven't even been up in like 6 weeks, but we got 2 likes in those 6 weeks.
Hey, y'all are the real MVPs.
Yeah. Please, comment, like, subscribe,
Talk about how you hate Miles.
hey, come at us with some, you need some advice? I'm good at giving advice. Ask me something, Dustin.
Miles, what do I do if someone I love tells me they see me as a friend? What do you do?
You would
What do
say,
you do, Miles? What do you
look,
do?
I'm madly in love with you,
You say it like that too, really creepy like?
but
Do you drop your voice
I
down
think
that octave?
I'm okay with us. Well, I don't think we can be I don't want to be just friends with you.
See what I mean by
So
he
I
sucks
don't-
at advice? He's just
I
kind
don't
of
want to be
rambles.
just friends with you. So, I don't think we can do this anymore.
Okay. Well, in this hypothetical situation, I'm still in love with this person. So, what would you do about that? How
In
do you
this-
console depressed me?
How do I console?
Yeah, how do you?
I mean,
he's so bad at that, guys. If I ever come to him with an issue, he's just
I-
like, Miles, this happened today. And he goes, well, sometimes you got to put the peanut butter on the jelly. What?
sometimes you do have to put the peanut butter on the
What?
jelly.
What are you talking about, man?
Look.
No one asked you about peanut butter and jelly,
Man.
bro.
If you're still in love with this person, the way you deal with it is I've been
Put him in a coffin.
in love, and
This was just a joke. I don't mean to. Don't get
look,
this.
no, Dustin, we're getting down to brass
Please.
tacks here.
No,
I don't even know what that means.
let's not get down to copper tax.
Get down to brass. Is it brass tacks or brass tacks?
Tax. It's Bass Pro.
Let's get
Brass.
down to brass pro. Let's get down to Bass Pro.
Remember that time we said there were 8 time zones in the United States of America?
There are.
No, there's not.
How many times? I'm going to
There's
look this
4.
up.
There's 4. Son of a bitch. I do want to tell this really funny snippet real fast. So, there's this little girl at Kids Club named Vivian. And Vivian is like my favorite. I love her. She's adorable. But she gets really frustrated sometimes through the day. She comes up, she goes, Mr. Dustin, Juju made me angry. And I said, what did he do? Juju hit me in the face with a ball, Mr. Dustin. So I was like, Juju, can you please stop? Juju denies the entire thing. And then I'm walking away. And this is how much I love this little girl. And this makes me a bad teacher. She then came up to me later, kind of crying, and she goes, Julian hit me. Now, mind you, folks, I did not see the hit. I don't know if it actually happened. There's not a mark on her face. There's nothing. I still punished the kid. I still made him sit down because Vivian's my favorite, and I did not think it was right. And I asked him, I said, did you hit her? And he said, no. I still made him sit down, guys, because I'm loyal, okay? I'm loyal to the ones that I care about.
Dustin picks favorites and treats kids poorly.
I don't treat them poorly. I just have favorites. I will admit that. I do have favorites.
And there are 6 time zones.
For anyone listening to this podcast, I'm sorry that I'm a moron. Stop burping. Biggest pet peeve is when we film these. It was when we record these things, and my stupid co-host, burps in the microphone. So I apologize for that, guys.
From east to the west, these are the 6 time zones.
Why?
Hawaii,
Okay,
Alaska,
Hawaii and
Pacific,
Alaska don't count.
Mountain, Central, Eastern. Are you saying people in Alaska don't count?
No,
You don't see people in Alaska as people, or people in Hawaii as people, Dustin? Wow, that's
apologize to all my
Alaskanist.
Alaskan and Hawaiian brethren out there. I apologize.
You have an Alaskan Hawaiian brother?
No, but if I did. You know it's kind of sad though, man? My childhood home from like where I lived, like in elementary school all the way up through college, my mom moved out. They moved to some place in the middle of nowhere in Nebraska, and that's not my house anymore. It's gone.
Your house is gone.
It's gone
You
forever.
stupid person.
Why? That's weird, man. That's weird. But yeah, it's kind of depressing, dude. Losing your childhood home.
Yeah, my home is
gone.
still here.
I did a lot of crap in that house, man.
Did a lot of crap.
I did.
Did a lot of crapping.
I did. Okay.
Made a lot of poops.
Why?
I pooped so much in
Why
that
is
house.
that so funny to you?
Sitting on the toilet.
Sitting on toilet.
Sitting on the toilet.
Sitting on toilet.
Sitting on
Toilet. Sitting on toilet.
Bringing it back to one of the first memes,
The first meme, is that one of the first memes ever?
I guess.
When was a
Sitting
meme
on the
created?
toilet. Memes have always been a thing since the internet has been around. It just didn't have a name.
Remember when I got memed everywhere?
Yeah. Dustin was a meme. Dustin is a living meme.
Just from my college friends at Wesleyan. Aaron, man.
Yeah. Maybe you should just, delete things.
I can't. If anyone here knows how to delete a MySpace, tell me when you don't know the password or the email to get you into that MySpace account. But apparently you can look up.
You've had that many emails?
Yeah, dude, my email in high school was dustmantiger@hotmail.com. That was the email that I had.
That's awful.
I remember when I was applying to colleges, and there's a woman, Catherine Rother, she was like helping me apply to colleges. And she goes, all right, Dustin, what's your email? So I told her, and she looks at me, she goes, Dustin, change your email. Like, why? What's wrong with that one? It shows that I like tigers. It's awesome. But apparently it's not.
No.
Not even a little bit. But,
Laura Bruning just commented on my status. She listens to this. So, Laura Bruning,
our girl, she in Japin.
if you're listening to this, I saw that you posted on my status about going to the park, and you said no. Well, no to you too. Okay? See how I feel about that,
That's pretty good, Milo.
Told her, didn't I?
Told her what's up. What are we gonna do next? What do we want to do next week, man? What's your plans for the weekends, Milo?
Weekend? I work all weekend. That's why I'm trying to do stuff now, Because I
Some of
have
us
days
work all
off
week.
in the weekend.
Oh God!
I don't know why I did that. That just came out.
We got a lot of people that are moving up to the city that we know now.
We know everybody. I know a lot of people. Really popular. I'm a really popular person.
What'd you think of that Game of Thrones episode?
Nothing happened.
Nothing did happen, but it was still. I mean,
it was fine, but like nothing went.
Ed Sheeran was on that bitch.
Ed Sheeran that ruined it.
It was awesome because he started singing, and I was like,
stupid.
I was like,
that was so stupid.
That kind of sounds like
that took me out of it. That took because it was like, hello, my name's Ed Sheeran, and here I am.
He sounds
in
way
Game of Thrones.
Sounds like a bunny.
It wasn't like Ed Sheeran playing a character.
Angel made love.
It was just like Ed Sheeran in Game of Thrones, and it just took me out of the world.
I thought it was awesome.
It was like there was no point to it.
There was to get him to sing. This is what happened. The director of Game of Thrones was sitting down with the writers, and they go, "I really want someone to sing in this scene." And then someone's like, "Hey, I got an idea." And then everyone goes, "What's up, Billy?" And Billy said, "Well, we get Ed Sheeran in to come and sing for us." And they did, because he's a great singer, and they wanted it to sound really good. So there's nothing wrong with that, Miles. I don't understand how it takes you out of the world.
Because
you're not in the world enough.
It's Ed Sheeran singing for no reason.
Singing beautifully for no reason.
There's no point. No freaking point to it.
What's the point to anything?
The point to anything is what is the point? What is the point to anything?
You're so dumb.
Why are we here? People?
Okay, don't do that. But I thought it was great. I thought it was a pretty good episode. I mean, it wasn't that cool. But
you texted me and said it was okay.
Yeah,
now it's a great episode.
I didn't say great. I didn't say the word great.
Yeah, you did.
Good.
You said it was great. Okay, we're gonna go back and listen to this.
All right, fine. Maybe if I said it was great, it was still cool. It was whatever. It was good. It was like Game of Thrones is back. Yeah. Then the opening scene where what's her face just kills everybody with poison or whatever. That was pretty badass.
That's cool. I like Arya.
She's a pretty baller.
Cool.
She's a pretty big baller.
It's a Bamf.
Miles, do you know anything about Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor?
I know they're going to fight each other.
They're going to fight, dude.
I know one's a boxer and one's an MMA fighter.
Yep. Conor McGregor. He's my favorite.
People are rooting for the boxer, apparently.
No, they're not. No one's rooting. No one likes the
boxer. They're doing a boxing match.
They're doing a boxing match, 12 rounds. Conor's an MMA fighter, so Conor's going to do it. But Conor's probably the best boxer in MMA. And he's got his left hand, which is power. He's so precise when he punches. He just puts people to sleep. And I'm stoked to watch it.
I do like him better than Floyd Mayweather.
No one likes Floyd Mayweather. He sucks. They had these press conferences, they're talking shit, and Floyd Mayweather, he's walking around and he goes, yeah, yeah. And he did it over and over again during the press conference. I was like, hey, Flavor Flav, shut the hell up.
Conor McGregor is more charismatic.
Oh, he's so funny. He's like, does this mic work? Then fuck that mic. I'm trying to do my Irish accent, man. He's pretty baller, dude.
Top of the morning to you.
You should get that pay-per-view with me.
Top in the morning to you.
I can fill you in on all my knowledge about MMA and boxing.
Pay-per-view? How much does pay-per-view cost?
That pay-per-view is going to cost a shit ton of money.
You could watch it somewhere.
Yeah, but they're going to cost. You got to pay covers to get into any bar that's going to host that shit. Those are going to be just as expensive.
Watch it from outside, on the street.
On the street watching pay-per-view.
On the street watching pay-per-view with my friends in the studio getting news.
Oh God,
I'm a freestyle rapper.
No, you're not. You're really not.
I'm a freestyle rapper. Eating some.
Stop.
Rappers talking on the phone to my friends last night, and I ate some pizza on the couch with the pizza, lots of pizza in the.
Sometimes I think I can freestyle, but then when I do it, I can't.
Dumbbell prodigy with lots of legs, looking at my friends with lots of pegs.
See, that didn't make sense.
Hey, I'm negging that girl real hard. We're getting down to the part.
You're what with that girl?
Negging. You know what negging is?
Negging?
Yeah. It's where you insult women to, like...
What?
Yeah.
Please tell me that's not a... No, I've never heard of that.
You haven't heard of negging?
Never heard of
someone... Negging is a thing that you, like...
Negging. What is it?
I guess is the concept that like insulting women is supposed to like attract them, like to make them. Well, let me look it up.
Oh yeah.
Negging.
That's weird, man. I mean, I don't know.
Negging is a rhetorical strategy whereby a person makes a deliberate, backhanded compliment or otherwise insulting remark to another person in order to undermine their confidence in a way that gains approval.
That's just dumb.
The term was coined and prescribed by the pickup artist Community.
Oh, shut up. Please stop. You have any shout-outs you want to do this week?
Shout-outs?
No shout-outs for anybody?
Shout out to my mom. Shout out to Dustin's mom.
Oh. I would have taken offense to that, but you said your mom first, so that's fine.
Shout out to Dustin's sister.
Don't do that.
Shout out to Dustin's little brother.
Tan man.
Shout
going
out to
into middle school.
Dustin's whole family. Shout out to my family. Shout out to Roger.
Yeah? Who's Roger?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It's probably Roger.
It's a waste of a shout out. I want to give a shout out to the Great White Buffalo.
Jesus.
Give a shout out to the Great White Buffalo. And if you don't know what Great White Buffalo means, look that up, man. Adam Rice, Jake Mormon, you know what I'm talking about.
What if the Great White Buffalo listens to this?
If the Great White Buffalo listen to this, they know they're the Great White Buffalo, so it's fine. But if I had to give any advice to people out in the world,
doesn't that just demean the great?
No, the accomplishment is accomplishing the Great White Buffalo.
You can't.
You can.
The Great White Buffalo.
The point is that you accomplish the Great White Buffalo.
Has feelings. You don't accomplish. We'll get into this later because I don't want to go.
The Great White Buffalo, if I had to give advice to anyone in the world, is to accomplish your Great White Buffalo, no matter what it is. You can do it, people. I promise you. The Great White Buffalo is in your reach.
Well, the Great White Buffalo is not just a thing to accomplish and then throw away.
It can be. It doesn't matter. The Great White Buffalo to some people could be living in NYC. So you accomplish your Great White Buffalo.
Anyway, people, this has been That Damn Podcast.
That Damn Podcast. Coming to you from New York City.
I hope you liked it.
Hope you loved it.
Hey, send us some comments, comment on
some messages.
Send some messages, man. We'll reply to them. Send us some advice you need. There's a train going by, so maybe you can't hear me.
It's the J train.
You
did it from the rooftop.
Take the J train. Even farther than Essex Street to northern Manhattan.
Alright. Sorry.
Get off. Don't listen to the escalator. Goodbye, guys.
Peace.